Good morning, people. If you held onto a 12-ounce glass of water for 5 minutes or more, the weight of the glass probably wouldn't really bother you. If you held on to the glass for an hour or so, this may start to cause you a little discomfort. If you held onto the glass for 3 or more hours, your arms would probably start to feel a little numb and sore. But if you held onto the glass all day long, this definitely wouldn't be too good for your arms. Now apply this same technique to the stress you hold onto all day. Our minds have the tendency of picking up a bunch of unwanted stress and placing them right on top of our hearts to carry. So how do we avoid the sabotage of the mind and heart? We all take our hearts for granted. If it isn't being emotionally abused, it's being pushed to the limits with stress, bad health choices, and misuse. So when do we ever get the understanding of how important it is to protect, how we should treat it, and when and what we should protect it from? Listen up, people. You only get this one heart. Continuing to misuse it will suffer you the fate of losing your continued experience at living. Protect your heart, people, and not just from the emotional turmoil that it goes through from your everyday relationship quests, but also from the silent reaper, stress. Just remember this: in order to pick up the sword and shield, you must first put down a glass of water.
First Cup KC, unique, hustle hard music, yeah. First Cup KC, start your day off with a cup of Joe and positive convo. First Cup KC, shine a light on the ones that work hard from Kansas to the Mo. First Cup KC, motivate, educate, inspire the youth to be brave. First Cup KC, believe in yourself is the key to make a change. It's never too late. First Cup KC. This broadcast is a No Solutions podcast production. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Today on the show, I have two guests that have been here before. Actually, I've been on their show too a couple times, but these guys are coming to the end of something and are starting the beginning of something. So I think it's just a great idea to bring them back on the show and help them get this good news out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My producers, great friends, and growing entrepreneurs in the community, Esai and Marc.
What's up?
What's up? Was that a good enough intro?
Yeah, no,
I kind of liked the first one better.
Well, we'll never know where it was going.
Yeah,
so.
we'll see.
I'm just saying. I was just trying to make sure I gave you guys an awesome intro.
It's always good. Always good intro.
But I do want to start the show off by saying that I know you guys are coming to the end of your podcast episode season, and this is it for good, right?
Yeah. Well, with this podcast, we'll definitely be doing more shows in the future. But I was telling Mark the other day, it's just like the No Solutions podcast was, it was a thing that started out this flower that's still blossoming, and it's just like I feel like we've kind of outgrown that now, and that was like an elementary version of what we could do. Yeah, what we're able to do today.
Yeah.
So we just want to move on to better things, keep creating things, and the No Solutions is always going to be there on YouTube. We could go back and watch episodes all the time and laugh at ourselves. Yeah.
Well, up until the point where we do something, really good with the company, and we go back and go, oh shoot, we might need to take some of those episodes down. Some of those might hurt us in the future, to be honest.
No, that's for sure.
I mean,
dude, but I'm proud of y'all, man, because serious, man, you started from where? I mean, you guys started from
solid 3 locations. So, like a lot of people we've talked about before, we go 3 locations. We go from Esai's first house that he had in the
the
basement area, bottom second room, to going to his second place, which was in his garage, and then finally the third place, which is our final location. So you literally see the evolution and progress of a podcast.
Yeah,
or of a business for that matter.
That's what I love that word, evolution. Just to evolve.
Elevate.
Always trying to be better. That type of thing. I think
that's the Energizer Bunny. That means you're not. You know what happens to stagnant water? It starts to stink.
Hey, but it's one of those things that it's been because of the company that we've kept around us.
Yeah.
Like you and the guys at the freaking the networking groups.
Yeah.
And all them, like,
KCBLC,
when you have people
KCA.
around you, when you have people around you that are also, trying to evolve their lives and level up in the field that they're in, like, it's intoxicating,
Yeah, it definitely helps out. Mm-hmm. But dude, I'm telling you, dude, I'm proud of y'all. Just watching the first couple of episodes, watching you guys start out the very first one,
man.
All nervous and shit.
Hella nervous.
I was like, "Oh, what are we talking about?" Well, we don't know. I mean,
it evolved though. Look at it, man. You just from watching the steps, the basement, and then the basement, and just watching the quality, the backgrounds, and now, boy, it looked like a Johnny Carson TV show. And I'm like, I get a lot of good feedback on my podcast. I mean, all the time. And hey, guys, these are the guys that do it. I mean,
it's team effort.
Oh boy,
couldn't do it without Chuck.
But I do the easy stuff though, because I mean, people don't understand how many takes and how many edits and
no, the production team here definitely does a lot of stuff, a lot of work. Yeah,
big production goes on here.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take an opportunity. I know you got how long have you guys been doing? How long have you guys had this location? Tell everybody about some of the, because I want everyone to know how long you guys been here and what you guys actually offer. Because people think that it's just a production studio that just does podcasts and stuff like that. I want to give you guys the opportunity to let them know that
we get it all. People still think we're just a podcast, like our podcast. They don't know the extent to what we do,
Yeah. So how long you guys been here?
So we're going about, like, was it 4 months?
We're coming up on our 4th month.
Yeah, so we opened in April something. Well, the studio itself, obviously we had a lot in the works. For people who are watching, it does seem like we just do podcasts. Obviously that's like one of our main selling points, like just because it's so unique. Yeah. Like a place for people to come do podcasts. Like that's...
And not a lot of people could do it to the quality we're able to do it for people. So that's also...
You guys got what, like different rooms?
Yeah, we have 3 different rooms that you could, set it up how you want. We got one room that's set up kind of specifically already. But, we're able to do this thing at such a high level, and not a lot of people know we exist.
All right.
And it's like, that's our only downfall is our marketing. We just hired a marketing and development person, so... we're going to be out there a lot more now, but it was so hard for us to market ourselves. And I didn't understand that when a lot of people told us, like business owners told us, like, you're still doing your own marketing? Like, come on, outsource that. Like,
and I think that part's actually super funny because I know you probably went through this at the very beginnings of your company, is the fact is you really can't do it yourself. You just can't. Because you don't have the experience necessarily needed for every certain area. Yeah. Like you can't focus on the creativity while trying to worry about the selling point. Yeah. Like you got to have a whole team, and we're figuring that out. And we're starting to build our collective team. Like we're getting new employees, someone to take care of the stuff we may not be good at, or they're just so much better and have experience at.
Yeah. It's always better to outsource.
Yeah.
You can concentrate more on the things that you're better at.
Yeah.
So,
and we're good at what we do, but there's definitely always someone that's better that could benefit us. So hey, if you guys, any editors, videographers, photographers out there that are looking for work, animators, any type of digital media work, we could help you guys out and work together. And we got a lot of jobs coming up that we need you guys. So reach out.
Heck yeah. That's what's up, man. So what projects? I know you guys have recently started a new podcast series called The Modcast.
The Big Modcast.
Yeah. That's, man, I've been following those episodes. You guys are funny, too. But I like it. I like the concept. You're one of the co-hosts on that show.
Yeah, so the show is currently myself and my dad. And the whole point of it is my dad has he's always wanted to do a podcast. I mean, podcasts are such on the rise that everybody wants to do one.
Yeah.
Right.
And now, obviously we have the ability to do one because we have location, equipment, and all the necessities you need.
He's been wanting to do one since we were in the basement. So he's been waiting.
Waiting, patiently, scripting, getting his scripts together.
And then when we opened this, it was the right time.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it, man. So go check that out, guys. It's the Big Modcast. And you guys air.
We air on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. That's
Tuesdays
when
at 9 a.m. Yeah. Tuesdays at 9.
It's cool seeing the father son duo, and they're
I
both
like it.
They're both the quick witted jokesters. So it makes for a funnier time for sure.
Heck yeah, man.
And a lot. And here's the difference between my dad's and like what a lot of people have a misconception about podcasts is a lot of podcasts like you think they need to have some kind of form of entertainment or like you got to really put yourself out there to be like have success. I mean, it's not always about success. I mean, sometimes it's just for you because the fact of my dad's, it's like it's called the Modcast for a couple reasons. So his name is Mario, but in like Spanish culture with the accent, it sounds like Mario. That's where the mod comes from. But he also he used it as an acronym. He calls it memories often disappear. Because the fact is, as you get generations older and older, you forget a lot about your past. And that's the whole point of his podcast is he brings on his family and friends from his youth. And they're literally rekindling these old memories that they had from back then.
That concept.
And he has family on and they tell stories from the past. So it's really just like a history book with video,
And it's this one, and we were talking about it months ago.
Because like imagine if like we had this type of film and stuff of our grandparents talking, like that's so much history and freaking traditions that could have got passed down, but it got lost.
Yeah, because like in recording media, like you can I think me and your generation, like when the last one were parents, like Christmas morning, they got the video camera out, the full cassette, and they're the videotaping baby scrapbooks. You don't have that anymore. No one videotapes.
I don't know. We still do the phone on the phone.
Yes, but the fact is, you can record it, but it usually ends up getting deleted. Like you got to clear your story.
That central zone where everyone every Christmas.
I got a life hack for everybody. If you got a Gmail account, you can back all of your photos up to your Gmail, to your Google Drive, and then you could delete them off your phone, and you still have them.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought they'd be saved in the cloud, but you run out of cloud storage.
Yeah, well, you probably do that too. Yeah.
Well, the point of that is just like because like everybody's deleting it, you don't get that same special quality of like. Oh, we just found a tape. Let's watch it. And you're reminiscing.
Yeah, that is. That was like a golden era, dude.
That is. It was. And technology is so advanced.
Yeah.
It is.
You can type it up.
So like one day in the future, like I say to my own children, like, hey, you want to learn about your grandpa, like what he went through. I mean, by that time, we're talking literally like 60 years ago, at least to his generation. And literally go back and get to see in HD quality,
right?
4K quality, reminiscing.
Yeah.
And look, not just Mario, but even his son.
Yeah.
And then you got even more stories to tell because, on the other side of that footage, you got your little brother doing the editing on the screen.
And he's a part of it too.
Like
he gets to hear it all live.
Yeah.
Real time.
So these podcasts, they do mean a lot. I like that whole concept of that. I didn't even realize that that's what was going on. I watched the episodes, but like I said, I love the whole concept of how it's you and your dad, and you guys are sitting right next to each other, and you're delivering memories. And like we said a couple months ago, and when we were talking about your daughter, the stuff that you're doing right now, she's going to always have access to it because once you put it out there.
And you know what I love about that too? She's going to see me for my good and my bad. Yeah. Because there's some episodes that, probably wouldn't want her watching.
Don't you watch episode
But
3,
hey,
4,
she's going to see me for what I was in the time, We all evolve as people and change and go through different shit.
She's going to go, oh no,
she'll be able to witness.
Am I going to turn out like that?
I know, right? No, but then she'll see the good too, so it's good too.
So I got to bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
I heard through the grapevine about your dad.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
We can.
We can.
But there's no name yet.
Okay.
But
I like the concept.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be very an emotional setting
for sure
podcast, which probably going to get a lot of views.
Yeah. But his big thing is he thinks he's at a point where he could be strong enough to have that conversation.
And if he's strong enough, it's going to help
a lot of people.
Other people, because I know people right now that fit that whole thing to a T, but they need help.
Yeah,
and they're going to need help. And the easiest help to get is people that went through it or was going through it.
Mm-hmm.
I can say, I understand what you're going through, all I want, but I really haven't lost anyone that so close to me to where I can relate. So having someone with a show like that, it's going to be very impactful.
So it right now is just an idea.
Yeah, I might be out of the loop. I might have missed it.
Yeah, no, it literally
just came up.
Happened yesterday.
Oh wow, that was damn. Check out your source of networking. Dude, I know
his network is huge.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I go to a lot of networking. no, but I like the concept.
So the concept of it is that he lost a son. I lost my brother a few years back, and he's at a point now where he feels like he could be he could hold his composure talking about it a little more and really like talking about his feelings about it, what he's been dealing with in his own head. And he's gonna have that be the whole like synapse of his podcast, but he's gonna have a co-host on there too with him. And it'll be about both of their, experiences on the first episode.
So it'll be like someone, his guests will be people who've lost someone.
Yeah, tragically or to diseases or anything that wasn't a natural causes, like old age.
Yeah,
it's gonna be more something for that. And
what a quality concept.
Yeah,
because the fact is, no one wants to talk about it.
Nobody.
No one wants to talk about it. So the fact is, you're kind of forcing an issue that makes people open up, because everybody has someone they lost,
and there's some people that probably need to let that bottle open. Yeah,
it's a closure experiment. I mean, like, you're literally let emotions run, man. If it's the only way you can have other people understand. Is if you're crying, like, then maybe I can cry too.
Oh man, that's like I said, that's gonna be a deep one. So y'all. This is just some stuff that we're talking about. It's not set in stone, but
I think it's set in stone. We just haven't came with the name.
I got it.
That's gonna be a deep one.
Yeah.
But
we'll talk about that more.
I don't want to start getting all teary
eyed.
Yeah. Let me clean up a little bit. No, let's talk about some funny stuff.
All right.
What happened?
So
What'd I do?
You guys both are coming to an end.
Oh yeah.
With a chapter in your lives. But some were down the grapevine, because I do a lot of networking. Someone told me that you guys were blasting off to the future, and you were bringing some characters to life.
I want to talk about that one. Before you keep going, wait. I don't want to, because that one's going to be a bigger project that we're doing for ourselves.
Okay.
And I don't want to talk about that one yet. But what we can talk about, something just as big.
All right.
We are going to do a final episode of No Solutions.
So let's talk about something funny. All right. So since you guys are coming to the end of this chapter of No Solutions podcast, someone told me that there's going to be a party.
So in one of the networking events you was at?
I mean, I network all the time.
We haven't set a date yet, but we're gonna have a final podcast that we're gonna live stream. We never done that either, so we're just gonna do that for the very last episode. And we're inviting, hopefully you guys hear this. We're inviting our past guests, all of them. It's probably about 60 guests, because we didn't do a guest on every podcast.
And it's going to be here?
It'll be here in
Frat
studio.
Party.
Yeah. And it's going to, we'll have drinks and food, and we're going to have guests circulate.
Shout out to Carmonas Chamoy.
Yeah, Carmonas Chamoy will be here.
They'll be in the house.
Yeah, and then whoever else really wants to come, they could come. You know, we're not going to turn anyone away. It's always fun when they
Unless
come
you're
in.
not cool.
Anybody who wasn't able to come on the podcast and you wanted to, come down that day and we'll get you on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So how's the setting going to go? You're going to have them like mingling out there, and then every once people are going to free flow in with mixed couples. Do they? So like, for instance, I was a guest on what episode like 4?
460.
Yeah, go
72.
Yeah.
Go check them all out.
Yeah, right.
Awesome gas.
And you'll be on 81 too.
Yeah.
That's the last one, 81.
I think it'd be cool. So, like, besides like having just it being live, we'll probably set up like a testimonial or something, just to like a little, set up a camera in like one of our rooms and just kind of give your feedback.
Yeah.
You know, they'd be appreciative, and then like we'll probably release it within the part. Like, I don't know if we're gonna just do live stream and record the party at the same time. That way we can at least make it a solid episode.
What if you just set up one camera in each room and just put it on full record and just gave everybody the opportunity to just come in, sit in the spot, and just do their jabble.
Do their own
you
podcast.
just edit all of it into one big party.
I want to do a networking event like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually record everything and let people talk, and then they'll get to see it on YouTube after.
Yeah, that'd be neat. YouTube, networking, KC.
Yeah. But
I got a lot of stuff going on, man. Got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you guys got new projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can y'all talk about some of the projects y'all got going? And before I even go there, Mark, you didn't even finish what you were talking about earlier.
About
what you guys offer. A lot of people think
we
this
did.
is just
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
we probably lost some people by now.
Yeah, so reason why I want to go back, because before we start talking about some of these projects you guys are already doing, I want people to understand that No Solutions production company isn't No Solutions podcast.
Yeah.
You guys produce way more than just podcasts. So go back into that.
Okay, so back into the production side. So along with podcasting as well, we do photography. So we do family pictures, wedding pictures, any kind of photography that you need. We can do that for sure, including video production or product placement. So if you're a company and you need like a 15-minute ad, or however long of an ad you may want.
Not 15 minutes.
No,
That's
I
way
meant,
too long.
I know. I meant to say 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15, 30 seconds, minute, whatever.
I mean, like, shoot, a 2-minute ad, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
I
see them on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is, like, we can do that as well. So
Yeah.
we do other kind of types of advertisement as well as video production. So
All
like,
digital media.
yeah, any type of digital media. And I mean, we're considering branching as well into social media services, meaning if you need help with your own platform, we're looking onto like having someone on staff whose strict priority is like helping people who we make content for or content to keep pushing their content, because that's the hardest part, I think, for any person, especially businesses where they need it, is they can't focus on that. They can't focus on, I need to make sure I get a post out today.
Yeah.
That's tough. Like
It's
you
tough to keep
are
up with.
one of the very few that make sure because
Oh, you keep up with it, dude.
I'm saying, ooh,
You're the poster child for what we want out of our podcasters, really.
because I get up at 4 o'clock every morning.
Hey, I don't know about
people don't have
getting
that
up
drive.
at 4.
A lot of people don't have that drive,
That
especially
motivation.
just to say, I just need to post a quick picture. That's tough.
Hey,
That's
but
very
you,
tough.
you might have a little bit of drive if you've made yourself come to the point to start your own podcast.
True. Yeah.
You know, so
That was you guys' idea, though. You pushed me to. You made me do this. You made me do it. No, but
we were talking about that earlier.
we were.
Like you're the first, our very first project.
Yeah. Well, you guys were your very first project.
Our very first project that was not our project. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's been a cool team effort.
Hell yeah. I mean, I remember, like I said, my podcast went from me looking like I was in the dungeon to I'm all over the world. So
And then we never caught that my brother smoking in the picture in the background the whole time in those episodes.
3-4 episodes. I'm like, man, that was funny. I said, hey, look at the podcast.
Right, yeah.
Somebody just told me. But that was funny.
I
But
forgot
you
about
guys
that.
even do stuff as simple as
Product marketing.
no, the passport photos.
Oh yeah, we
You
can
do
do that.
passport photos, from passport photos to all the way documentaries.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys do
We'll
documentaries.
get into that in a sec. Yeah.
Man, so what's the deepest thing you guys can do?
Movies.
So you guys can do short films,
Mm-hmm.
all the way from short films to movie cast.
Yeah,
movies where you
take a lot
cast-
longer. Like that's months and months of work, maybe even years sometimes.
Yeah,
But the shorts we could have it be like a set project time of a couple months tops. You know, some not too long. That doesn't take too long, but yeah.
We're in an interesting position is what we're in. Is because the fact is we want to do so much because every new company wants to say, oh, we want to do everything as much as we can. And we're kind of slowly building to, because as much as we'd love to do a movie because we have plans to create our own, is, we need to start building up a little bit more
Employees.
yeah, that way, we can.
We need more help. That's the only thing.
everyone
That's-
needs
so
more
that's-
help.
right,
What are you
yeah.
talking about, boy?
All right. Yeah. No.
You
Everybody.
gotta go pick up people off the street. You're like, hey man, I see it all the time. People out begging, hey, can I get $1? I'm out here standing on this corner, it's hot, and you want to give them $1, but at the same time, in the back of my head, I'd be like, what can I have him paint for me?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just saying.
It's not a bad logic.
That's not bad
I'm
because
just
they're
saying,
out there
I wanna
begging for
help
money.
you,
So why
but
not work for
You
it
got
and
on
get
2
more?
arms,
Probably.
Drive to
look pretty
home.
healthy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his legs like, he's standing.
Yeah, he could climb a ladder.
Strong back. He looked like he got a strong back on him.
Yeah.
Guess what? I got some work. You want to make a little bit of money? I got you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's just,
Yeah, no, we'll find the help, and in our industry, it's easier to get someone that's went to school for it and learned the details of how to work the programs and all that beforehand. But there's self taught. Like I'm self taught, he's self taught. Like we didn't go to school for this, and we're able to produce at a pretty high level. So
oh, I know. I see it around here every day.
yeah, so we're not we'll take anybody that knows how to do it.
So what about internship? Are you guys can you, for people that want to come and help, what do you guys offer them for it?
So we haven't had any interns yet. I want to get interns, but my thing is I want it to be a paid internship.
Okay.
Because I understand that like internships for most companies it's working for the opportunity of
The experience.
getting a job.
Yeah.
You get
and
the name, you get name
experience.
brand and the
Yeah,
experience.
you can put it
which
on your
is
resume and all that. But I would like to be able to pay the person, and I think we might end up doing an internship for like a 2-month internship, and you get like $500, and it's not like nothing full time.
Yeah.
Just come in when you
No
want,
problem.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, so you'll have an overflow of help
Yeah.
on like editing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Man, now we can go back to this party.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're
So-
everywhere on this podcast. going
So
back and forth.
this party is going to live stream.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be live stream on
YouTube,
YouTube
and maybe Facebook as well.
okay,
Yeah.
and it's going to require the appearance of all of the guests throughout the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of
Not everybody's gonna make it, but
Yeah, not every.
that's a lot of
yeah.
guests.
yeah.
You're talking literally like 60-something people.
Yeah.
I mean, give or take those who've been on multiple times or the ones where it's just us. But no, we're still looking at a solid amount of people. Hopefully.
So when is this supposed to take place? I know we don't have a date and time locked in, but in sometime in August.
I think we're shooting for August 7th. It's a Sunday night at probably around 7:00. So it'll be a couple hours that we're hanging out, having drinks, probably pizza because pizza's easiest.
Cheap, quick,
Yeah.
lots of good on the cleanup. Don't
Yeah.
require a lot of you fold it and bite it.
Yeah.
You don't need. Where's
don't
the
need a
plates
plate.
at? Man, grab a napkin. What are you doing, man? Eat the pizza.
Use the cardboard box.
It's not a
tear it up.
taco. Yeah.
Cut the box up.
No. So what does the crew of No Solutions Productions have? What does the future look like for you guys?
Well, let me look at the board.
So we're looking
we
across the
have,
room at a board we have with all our.
a couple podcasts that will probably be coming out within the next month or so, and then we have a collaboration with Side Piece Sweets that
Side Piece Sweet, shout out.
we were able to come to a deal with them to make 6 months worth of commercials for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be pretty cool.
That's awesome. And what does she do?
Julie Stockwood, she does sweets, any type of sweets, baked goods, candies,
man.
all
Her
different
presentation
flavors.
is off the chain.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
So these are going to be some nice little.
Yeah, they're going to be good jobs for us.
Make sure you let her. You make sure you tell her, hey, I need some samples.
Right. No, so she already said she gave me free strawberry chocolates at her consultation. She was ready. Yeah.
Own it. She said she's here to sweeten things up.
Yeah. And as you know, we got the big modcast. We talked about that. We got the First Cup KC.
The first cup.
And then our biggest project we're working on, and we're in the latter stages of finishing it up, is the Awesome Talks documentary for
Right,
Cam F.
Cam.
Awesome. Yeah, that one, we'll be dropping that shortly, very soon. It's hard to put a date on something like
that's
that. It's a lot of detail work on those documentaries.
And that's a documentary on him doing.
So it starts out showing explaining that he's, what he does. He's a public speaker, motivational speaker for the youth all across the nation. He just actually went to Dublin, so I guess you could say international.
Mm-hmm.
But it starts off showing his boxing career, and then it just goes into
Walks him through life.
Yeah,
Comedian life, and then into speaking.
shows where he switched and went from boxing to motivational speaking, and the rest is you got to wait.
Can't be telling all of the beans, spilling all the beans. Oh, that's awesome, man. I know you guys also came up with a concept of a kids podcast.
Yeah,
What's going on with that?
That one is on hold. It's on hold. It's work. They're my nephews, but working with kids is hard. It's tough. Like
this was a
attention
podcast
spans
that
aren't
was
all there.
called
They called it the Bro Code.
The Bro Code.
Yeah.
The Bro Code, which was, I think is pretty neat. With that, man,
That one's gonna be coming out though too. It's just that one it's on pause because we got other stuff we have to work on, and their
you need to
podcast
get your
needs a lot
Ritalin
of
prescriptions
attention.
right. You might want to edit that one out.
A podcast like theirs, it needs so much attention.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of detail, a lot of edit. It's like editing for a regular podcast, and then you got to add 6 hours of editing.
I say, man, you put them in a room with a bowl of M&Ms,
Man,
and you just let them just start recording and just set somebody in there for video switching and just
they'll be bouncing off the walls. Chuck.
let it go.
They'll be
You got
bouncing
30 minutes.
Part of it, you got
Go.
you almost got to not tell the kids that they're on a podcast. You just got to let them freaking free range, because otherwise they start focusing on the cameras and then they're distracted by everything else. Like, and then they don't want to talk.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
And a lot of people are asking me about theirs. Like, when are you putting that one out?
Because it's
It's
like
good.
I say, it was.
like, damn,
so
I'm-
you guys got some pretty. Like I say, I know we can't talk about everything that's coming out, and I do have to tell you guys, man, you don't want to miss out on what's coming out here in the next couple months. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I can't say too much, but the Bro Code, that's gonna be a catcher.
Yeah.
That's gonna be one of those shows where it's kids, man. Everyone loves kids.
And they're
I mean,
funny.
everyone loves old people too. but-
Yeah, they're goofy. Rico and Jay, they're really goofy, so they're gonna be good.
I say they
entertainers.
bring on guests. Like
Yeah,
so I know they ain't bringing on no girl guests.
yeah.
Because,
They
of
talked
course.
about girls in the first podcast. They're
Girls
like,
got cooties.
yeah, they're like gross. They're like, it's the bro code.
I love it, dude. I love it. So check that out, y'all. We've got a lot of talent coming up. We got a lot of different podcasts springing off. These guys got a lot of work going on. You said you had the sweets videos popping off.
Yeah,
These projects, they how should I say this? They require a lot of time effort, consistency, error. Man, they go through a lot to do a lot of the stuff that they do. And it requires a lot of capital to make a lot of the hours billable. But sponsorship is very important to keep a lot of this stuff going. And sponsorship also helps advertise a lot of the businesses and small businesses out there that haven't been seen or looking for some way or some platform to be seen on to reach different audiences. So if you guys out there are interested, have small businesses or looking to go down a different marketing road, look into the podcast advertising. You guys can definitely reach out to the studio if you want to sponsor one of our podcasts. Hey, it's totally up to you, whichever one you want to sponsor. The Bro Code, those are kids. I mean, if you want to help support some children and at the same time advertise your business, call in and sponsor the Bro Code. I mean, if you want to help sponsor the First Cup KC, you know, I mean, hey, you know, these messages, these podcasts are set out to help businesses like yourself, people who have overcame things, people who want to be known or want to get their story out. These are platforms that help you be able to do that. So when people help sponsor it, it helps it keep going, you know, and as long as we're able to keep doing what we're doing, we're able to keep helping people. So if you guys out there have small businesses, like I said, and you're looking to sponsor or you want to help sponsor us, reach out to the guys over at No Solutions Podcast. I'm going to let you guys tell them where they can reach out to, but definitely want to keep this thing going. And the biggest thing of helping us continue these things is through sponsorship. So how can they reach out? Where do they need to call to talk about sponsorship and how to get into that?
Yeah, so you could reach us through our website at it's nosolutionsproductions.com, or you could reach us through Instagram or Facebook, also No Solutions Productions, or you can call our office at 913-210-5109. I'm pretty sure that's it. Sounds right. And you can leave a message on there at any time, a voice message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible on there. And yeah.
So what does when we talk about sponsorship, what does it actually entitle?
Depending on what you want, you get either a 5 or 15-second ad, or even sometimes 30-second. Ad. It's not often that happens, but 15 seconds is usually a sweet spot. But yeah, you'd pretty much get a 15-second ad at the beginning of the episode and in the middle of the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And for certain sponsorships, any kind of sponsorship, you can have sponsorships going across all kind of platforms, right?
Yeah.
You can have it go across every podcast in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Like I said, get into sponsorship. It helps you grow and it helps everybody else grow too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I appreciate everything you guys have done for not just all of the workers, all of the projects that you got going on, but also the one that you've done for me. Like I said, we've came a long way.
Long way.
Yeah. A long way. These podcasts are now looking at their best.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I've had people tell me, hey, dude, you look like you're on a Johnny Carson show or something. And that's an honor to be able to see the growth.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything you guys do. Mark, man.
Same to you.
You're late hours.
Mark busts his ass.
Putting up with the kids and stuff and my little skit ideas and all that. Crazy changing times, man. We've been through a lot. We definitely have, but I love the growth. I see where you guys are going and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But before we roll out, you know, I always do this.
Positive message.
Yes. What can we leave the audience with?
I would say learn to use people like in the right. No, really, learn to use people in the right way.
I like where this is going.
Everybody uses people. Most of the time, it's for your own gain, and sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. But if you're able to use someone and able to benefit off them at the same time, them getting a benefit off you, you do that.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy, but
honestly,
they really think about what I said. Really think about it.
Yeah, because we all use people. I mean, we use people for affection. Yeah. We use them for security. We use them for shelter. We use people on different grand scales. Yeah, and I'm glad you said that because it makes a lot of people will look at that statement and say, "I knew he was using me for that $20 I paid him," but it's not. It's not. That's not the message. I 100% understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah. We all have to give some sort of service in order to be needed. Mm-hmm. We're all needed. We're all used. Yeah. And that's just the bottom line. Everyone needs you at some point, and you're going to need someone else at some point. So we use each other.
There's a difference between using people negatively and using people positively.
It's a difference between using people and taking advantage.
Even
that's what I was thinking about.
Even Jesus had 12 disciples.
Take advantage. He can't spread the word alone.
Exactly.
Hey, man.
No, like even this is a prime example. Like this was a team effort. Like this was not just me creating this whole thing on my own. It was me, Mark, you, Mia. Like it was a bunch of people. There was a lot of people involved.
And it's not just me sitting behind this mic, presenting these guests.
Yep.
Because
team effort.
Someone has to turn the lights on. Mm-hmm. Someone has to set the mic. Someone has to adjust the volume. Someone has to switch the video. Someone has to edit. And
someone's got to be on the wheels of steel.
Yeah. I mean, so great message, man. Awesome guest, like always. We didn't even have a bleep count for Mark this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Woo, woo! We got through that one.
Yeah.
No, but I appreciate everything you guys do, man.
Wait, you got a positive message, Mark?
Yeah, positive.
Hold on. This ain't gonna be one of those messages that.
No, not like on the board. No.
Hitler. He's all reading directly off the board. All right, go ahead.
Take advantage of people.
Oh my
god. No. Positive message.
I like where we're going with the take advantage.
Yeah. Don't be restrained by other people's conceptions. Mm-hmm. So I'll go in a little deeper to that real quick. If you have an idea, especially in like our line of field, if you think you have an idea that's worth something, do it. Don't be held back by other people saying, "Oh, I don't know why you think that would work. It's gonna fail." Don't listen to other people. In some circumstances, if you truly have the heart and belief in yourself, go for it.
Do it.
That's all I can say.
Okay.
Why not? I mean, how many? Honestly, and I know you're gonna have people watching this, so don't feel scrutinized. But how many of your family, how many of your friends, when you guys had this idea to do this podcast, how many of those family and friends thought in the beginning, "Oh, this is just a phase they're going through. They're laughing. This is just something that they're doing. They'll just shake it off and they'll get back with the real world." I mean, did you guys have anybody like that in your family?
Not to our face, at least.
I know, right?
Well, it's never
to your face.
Who knows? I don't know.
But then you're doing your podcast and you're still doing it. And now it's not just a podcast. Now it's a production, and you guys are producing other podcasts, and you run across these same people with this same idea, and they're like, "You're still doing that little stuff?"
Yeah.
And it's like, little.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, I've had a family member like recently being like, "Hey, how's your little podcast going?" I was like, "Hey, Luis Ontiveros, love you, cousin."
You got a name?
Yeah, I got a
drop
name. Name drop. No, but hey, like people don't understand the extent to the line of work that we're in.
Yeah,
like we grew up from podcasting. Yeah,
it's crazy because in my line of work, the electrical side, you know, in the beginning, it's all side work.
Yeah.
The side jobs here, side jobs there. Those side job people don't know. They just can't get out of that concept that it's not a side job no more.
Yeah.
We all grown up here.
Yeah.
You know, so
Evolving.
awesome message, Mark, man.
Heck yeah.
Like I said, like always, it's always a pleasure having you guys here. Good luck on your new ventures. Thank you guys for giving people the opportunity to be who they want to be, and not just who they are, but anybody they want to be. You guys help them put their dreams on, not just in media. You know, you help put their dreams out there forever, because this stuff don't go away. You know, you can edit whatever you edit in the studio. Yeah, you might be able to make that stuff go away, but once their stories and their guests and their tales go out there, it's out there forever. And it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't people out here helping people deliver that type of stuff like you guys. So I appreciate you guys for everything you do. Like I said, all the work you do on my podcast is amazing. I'm getting reviews like crazy. Guys, these are the guys that are responsible for helping make my dream come true of hosting, you know, the First Cup KC. So another round of applause for these guys as they exit out their stage of podcasting and they go into the big world of production. So thank you guys for showing up for another episode of the First Cup KC. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And as always, stay positive, people.